Hi everyone, so today we are going to make 3 Halloween signs. They're all the same style. The wood is a little different. I went with this piece of wood that's pallet wood that's been sitting outside for a while and it's got nice and weathered. So we're going to take this piece and we're going to give it a coat of the black chalk paint in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's supposed to look rough, and so if you get a little bit more on one side than the other, that's fine. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to just give it, it just took one coat of the chalk paint. Now we have some, I don't know what you would call these, bits and pieces from the tool shed, like chains and cotter pins, screws, washers, and we're going to spell out spooky. So we're going to use the little bits and pieces from the tool shed. Right now I'm just giving this a sanding to make it look even rougher than it was. And we're going to start gluing them down. Now, it was a little difficult to get them glued down. Just making sure that where I'm starting is going to center it. This is just a piece of like bicycle chain, and you can see it didn't really stick. So I have to make sure that the glue is holding it down before I lift it up. So after we got the S glued down, I went to the Y just to make sure we keep it centered in the middle and everything. I'm using hot glue here, which turned out not to be the best. See, it's not sticking. I do use the hot glue. I end up getting it to stick on this sign, but for the other 2 signs I make, I went to E6000, and that worked a lot better. Little hot glue, a little E6000, and it helped me keep the parts in place, and then the E6000 really made it stick. But here we go. We're just going to spell out the word spooky using some of these washers and O-rings and stuff, and we're just making sure that everything is spaced out correctly and in the right spot. And there you go. We just got to glue it all down now. Spooky sign I had seen on Etsy. These 2 are my own creations. I came up with these ideas using that idea, but this is my own. Now I went with a different wood because that wood was really hard to nail into. So right now I'm just using, it's a IKEA wood. I think it's pine. It's from an armoire that I had that we cut the shelves out of. So I'm giving the sides and the back a coat of the black chalk paint because we're going to do the fronts a different color on both of these, the short piece and the longer piece. We're going to do the sides and the back with the black chalk paint and do the front a different color. Again, it doesn't have to be neat. This is supposed to look kind of spooky, so however you want to do it. So we have our 3 colors here. We have green and orange. We're going to do the small one, orange. It's just apple barrel pumpkin, I think it's called. And we're just going to give it, I think I ended up having to do 2 or 3 coats. I think I did 2 on that one. And now we're going to take this one. It's like a glow in the dark one, I think. And it's very translucent. So I did 2 coats of this one, but I kind of like the wood showing through because we're going to make this one, we're going to make this sign say monster, so it kind of looks like greenish tinted skin. So there's our monster sign, and we have our nuts and bolts and screws and everything again. And this time I'm using E6000, and it works a whole lot better. It doesn't hold immediately, but it holds better when it's dry. So I have it all spaced out this time instead of trying to measure it out, and I'm just picking up each individual piece and then gluing it down where I think it should go. And for the orange one, we're going to spell out the word boo with our little pieces here. So we're just going to use the E6000 again, and we're going to put a good coat on there and press them down and wait till it dries. It usually takes about 24 hours, so you don't want to like move it around too much until 24 hours is up so you get a permanent hold. And there you go, we spelled out boo. So there's all three. I put little the tumbling tower blocks on the back because they are very front heavy, and that way you can lean them back. So just go up a little bit and not at the very bottom, and that way you can, it'll hold it up straight. You can use them as table setters. Now for the monster one, I wanted to make it look like Frankenstein monster. So I took a Sharpie and I just kind of drew jagged lines, and now I'm taking some of these U nails and I'm hammering it in. I couldn't use this on any other wood. This wood was okay because it's softer. So it's kind of giving him like a stapled, stitched look. So he looks like it looks more like Frankenstein's monster. And we're going to go all the way to the end, putting these nails in on each letter. Then we're going to go up to the top where I had made the jagged line, and we're going to take some of the black chalk paint and we are going to fill in so it looks like Frankenstein's hairline. And then we're just going to go all the way to the end, and we're almost done with this project. And I hope you guys like it. If you do, please like, share, subscribe. It would really help out my channel. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you like what I do. Thanks. There's all three. Thank you. Bye.